if you want to lock a program and pricing, you got to make sure to set up your approved lenders on that setup page. And any lender that you're approved with that has a select button next to their name is accepting loans through our system at this time. Right now, we've got half a dozen. We're working on getting everybody else signed up for that as well. There's no additional cost to the lender for that. It's just, we have to get them all set up. So it has been a little bit of a process with the new software, but it's ReadyPrice to the moon all the way. I'm going to, for our demo today, choose NMSI, and I'm going to press select. Pressing select will let me complete the application, run that dual AUS, pull that credit report, and submit. Once you get into the application, again, just like the pricing engine after we uploaded the 3.4 file, it's going to scrub that file and fill in as many of these fields as possible for the application to really save you some time in the origination process. Notice on the left-hand side here, we've got a whole new set of navigation for this application. We've got the red flag for borrower details, credit, and government monitoring. These are pages that are missing something that we couldn't pull from the 3.4. So in this case, we're just missing a phone number here. So I'll go ahead and input that. You can jump around to different pages in the left column, clicking on whichever one you want to view. I recommend always pressing save and continue to move one page at a time to verify that all the information pulled from the 3.4 correctly, there is no mistakes made, etc. For the demo, I'll just go ahead and jump to the credit page here. This is loan details. We got income, amortization here, your assets page for the borrowers. I'll go ahead and jump to the credit page. Credit page is fantastic. So as I mentioned in the beginning, that lenders and pricing page, you got to fill in all those credentials as part of your setup. That way you can use the system seamlessly and never have to deal with setup again. Part of that is the credit page here. It's going to auto-populate the credentials from the lenders and pricing page. If you have a credit reference number for your client that you're working on an application for, you can actually input that here and set it and utilize that. If you're pulling a fresh credit report, like I said, it's going to auto-populate your credentials here. You can press request credit report. This tends to take up to 30 seconds, maybe a minute on the very, very longest end, but it tends to be a lot quicker than that. Usually about 10 to 15 seconds. You'll get the notification that it was ordered and completed successfully. It'll populate with your new credit reference number. Then as you come down to the bottom, you can actually press the button here to view the credit report. It'll pop up in a new tab. And then down here at the bottom, you can see the scores that came back from each credit union for each borrower. In this case, we only have one borrower, so we've only got one set of scores. It's going to automatically choose the mean score or whatever one is in the middle. You can adjust it if you like, but we're just going to keep the mean score here and then save and continue. Now on real estate owned, we've got liabilities, details, and declarations. I'm going to jump to government monitoring as that is the next page that has a flag. We just have to select one of these boxes here. So we'll go ahead and do that and then save and continue once more. This is the supplemental information page to add anything else that you may need to account for, including home ownership education, housing counseling, things of that nature. But once you've got all of the application pages filled, all those flags are gone, and you've pulled your credit report, you'll be able to go to the actions portion, which starts with U.S. Postal Service validation. This will ask you to verify the address. So if it looks good and everything is correct, you can just press confirm. If you need to make adjustments, press edit. This will let you know if you're eligible for appraisal waivers. Next is our one-click dual AUS. So again, these credentials for Fannie and Freddie will auto-populate as long as you completed the setup at the very beginning. If you need to get credentials or you need to reset your password, we've got links in here built for that as well. I've got everything in here. I'm going to press one-click dual AUS. Once again, 30 seconds to a minute on the very longest end. It's not quite as quick as pulling the credit report, but it's still pretty efficient and pretty quick. As you can see, we've already got the Fannie Mae results back. I know I did another demo this morning, so Freddie Mac was down earlier, so Hopefully it's not now, but it may be again, and it might not give us our results. We picked a Fannie Mae program here with an MSI as well. So we're going to go ahead and select Fannie Mae when it's all said and done. Yeah, so unfortunately, we've got the Freddie Mac is down right now. Please try again later. But usually you'll have both sets of results side by side. You'll see all the results, whether you're approved or not, eligible for an appraisal waiver, if there's assets required, or it's tax returns if they're self-employed. Also, if it's got reserves required. And then you'll have links to both sets of findings. So you'll be able to view that credit report once again here. And then you'll actually be able to view all the preliminary underwriting findings as well in a new tab. So once you have both sets, you can adjust your program here as well if you want to use Freddie instead. We're going to stick with Fannie today, so I'll select DO, and I'll press continue. Notice on the left here, we've got the verify fees. If the lender you're working with requires a fee sheet for the program you selected, you'll be directed to that page. In this case, I tried to click on it. It skipped over it. Won't let me go to it. It's because NMSI at this time for the program I selected was not requiring a fee sheet. So we don't have to worry about it right now. Next, you're on your way. You can see the status bar. It's followed us the whole time. We're right here at the end. You can actually float through our system as well as lock. I'm going to lock today to just show you this process. You submit your lock. An email goes out to the lender letting them know that they have a new file. They can access it through SFTP or Safe File Transport, and you'll get an email verifying that it was uploaded as well. Then you press submit file. You can view the DO findings and the credit report here again once more. If you have any supplemental documents that need to be uploaded to go with your application, like those bank statements, kind of anything that really, a purchase agreement, whatever other documents need to be uploaded with your app can be uploaded here. If you do have documents to upload, the submit down here at the bottom, make sure you submit file and documents. If it's just the file you completed through our system, you can click file only, press submit, and you will be all set. You get this pop-up message to let you know that it was sent successfully, and you're good to go. So that is the full process for locking and delivering through ReadyPrice. It's fantastic. It's saving brokers money because it's no cost to you to do this. It's saving you time because you can shop from all of our lenders as opposed to going to each lender's site individually, picking a price that way, and then taking care of all of these steps. It is a game changer.